Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we spoke with Zawa a bit to get the rest of his story and get to the point where we would be able to do his personal story, except we don't have the area unlocked and won't until we do the second part of the expansion. Got the notice of the second part of the expansion. Very difficult. We won't go to it yet. Took care of a small thing or two back at Kadnua, and then went and grabbed a quest over here in Brackenbury, which I had almost forgotten about was a thing. There's a bunch of missing people that we need to try and find. The only clue we have is we need to look for, some people who might know something. The people we're looking for. Elkga is currently here in Brackenbury somewhere. I don't know where, but if we walk around, we'll probably find her. Oh! No, I haven't seen this damned Kendall person. Now, hold on a minute. You barely... You should be more careful about who you invite into your bed. Don't be sore just because I kicked you out of it. Be thankful the little scamp didn't make off with your good silver. Huh.
Greetings.
This dwarven woman is dressed and perfumed like a member of the nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggest that she's been out here for quite some time. Afraid I don't have time just now. I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. Her eyebrows raise. That little Orlin finally got serious about this case, eh? Dunred Row is strapped for resources at the moment, so Curran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What's to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? Elkga smirks. We met up from time to time over the past few months. He was just a fling, really. Wasn't going to last. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? The worst blazing rendition of the general's speech from the Widow of the Wood that I've ever heard. I love that fellow, but he was a tragic failure. Yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards we fell asleep, and when I woke up he was gone. No note, nothing. Had you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He'd started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed alright, except for that woman. That woman with her long, willowy legs and slender arms always came around wearing those low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? I don't know. I never cared to learn it. Didn't realize it might be important. That's all the questions I have right now. If you think of any more, you know where I'll be. Interesting. Well, that's the only indication of anything there. Alright, let's head over to Andra's gift and head into the brothel. See if we can find the next person. Oda, I think her name was? Something like that.
Your friend?
What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know.
No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. Some of the things she says
Are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Wow, Aloth, you're over 50. That's impressive. Oh, then again, elf. Sorry, I missed the beginning of that. That's the thing I don't like about the conversations that happen out in the wilds. It's like, okay, they don't start right when you get in. They start a few seconds after you've already started running. Okay. Alright, there's Oli. Hireling payday, good. The man at the table is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I've got questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? Lendry was your friend. The least you can do is answer a few questions. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So what is it you are wanting with Lendry? Tell me about Lendry. He spends most of his time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He takes a gulp of his drink and shrugs. He didn't volunteer details and I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Lendry? Right here, getting drinks with me. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. He frowns at the rough wood grain of the table. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A sly smile stretches across his face. A real fancy lady. Name's Lamdala. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that. But Lamdala... she was falling all over Lendry that night. Left with him, too. Where did Lendry and Lamdala go? Said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you asked me, they had their own plans to perform that night. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first. Some cozy little place by the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at that amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone there saw him. That's all I need to know right now. Right, let me know if you find him, yeah? Because that bastard owes me around if he's found the good life. Lamdala. I actually remember that name. She was standing over by the amphitheater over in Copper Lane. This just raises questions, concerns, and theories, I'd say. Let's head on up. Over to Copper Lane. Now, while we do know Lamdala and know where she is, before we go speak with her, I think we should go speak with, the merchant we were told about. What was her name again? Laura. Laura is who we're looking for. Probably up here by the merchants. Paragon. Laura, there she is. Didn't we speak with her before about something?
Good day, stranger.
I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear that your sister's gone missing. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunrid Row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens for here. She points her thumb at the large building behind her. No one had time to look for a missing girl then. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you that will help, just ask. Tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister. Always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, that she'd be remembered and happy and important. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theater job, I thought she was about to turn around. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She'd just gotten into this acting troupe called the... You know this. Concentrate. The Revel of Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. When and where did you last see your sister? She was at our houses getting ready for her big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see Cora with anyone when she disappeared? She is very sociable. She's always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. That's all I need to know right now. You don't know how much this means to me. Just to know that someone's actually looking for her. Okay. The evidence points toward a woman named Lumdala and a theater group called the Revel of Stars. Well, we've seen this Lumdala once before, and it looks like now we need to speak with her. I think she was over here. There she is.
Hail, traveler.
I really should spend some time getting into character. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience, terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is, or why he would malign our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. I can't say I recognize the name. Suddenly she seems focused on the length of her fingernails. That's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. Maybe, but what should I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins our troupe for a week. Ollie said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. That drunken Andra's gift? Oh, men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The Pallid Knight herself could waltz into that bar, and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. The Pallid Knight. I think I called it her once. She hated being called that. I'm just analyzing the facts. And the facts are that one of us stinks of cheap ale and desperation, while the other has a long and illustrious career. Consider well which is a more credible source. I conno her sort, nigh to be trusted. Surely there's someone else you can ask about all this. I'm but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house. I know what's going on. Well done indeed. Lumdala's house. Well, it's up here. Let's head over, because if he knows something... Well, it's the only lead we have right now, and we need to do something about it. Let's go in and take a look at what's in here. We're in Lumdala's house. There was a locked door. Also, something I just thought of. You're on aggressive. Why are you on defend self? It seems like when we switch people, they automatically turn to defend self for some reason. That is not something that should be happening, and I don't like it at all. At least I figured out the cause. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. You! I saw you with Lumdala by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, alright? Take a breath and calm down. Tell me what's going on so I can help. Thank you, but there's not much time. Lumdala's out to get me and I need to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Kadal reaches slowly into a satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. It's easier if you see it for yourself. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. First time I ever met an actor who didn't want his name on everything. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before that is irrelevant to me. Thank you, and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eye. Well, let's unlock this and see what the hell is going on in here. See what else we can find, too. Assorted plays from all over the world fill these shelves.
I can do that. That's settled.
Nestled between tin helms and breastplates are a handful of daggers that feel too sharp to
Quickly
be
and quietly.
props. Oh dear, that's a little worrying. Oh. Oh, this does not look good at all. This looks dark, dingy.
I'm on the trail.
And there's hints that someone here may have died.
And the
Oh, and
fire
look at
shall
that,
be
it's hidden in the
something
catacombs. Even better. With a secret exit from the catacombs. Oh, this is very worrying. A simple silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Pick up the scarf. You hold the scarf and focus on it, and the world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura is looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it that first day you met the actress with silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you can feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for. But this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut was going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look to the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes, and that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, struck between the familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. What happened to you was a tragedy and an injustice. The soul flashes with pain and anger before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Lamdala emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunrid Row. And what do you want? I have a proposition. If she offers you a role, it better be a lead. I'm listening. I stage my performances for certain wealthy patrons. One in particular would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce, and I'll give you his name. Explain why this is a better deal for me. Don't be naive, you're a woman of principle. You want to help Defiance Bay, don't you? Save its people from those who would prey on them? Think of it this way. I only feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connections made my performances possible in the first place. Need some time to think it over. Lamdala fingers a weapon at her side. This hesitation does not bode well for our deal. I'll give you one more chance. Now make up your mind. She's basically saying, I'll give you my boss if you let me go. Or let me Yeah. She's basically saying, let me go and I'll give you my boss's name. I don't trust her. No deal. As you wish. Stop them. Yeah, you're gonna die.
Brave thou
There goes one. Okay, these actors are dying quickly. After all, they are just actors. Murderers, but just actors. And there we go. They're all still... Oh, hey, Stormcaller! And rest in the lair of a sky dragon. We haven't found one of those yet, but we're gonna hold on to you so you can do that. 10% chance to cast Returning Storm on hit or critical. Ooh, extra damage. Nice. Alright, loot everything here. That's a nice Ring of Protection. Okay. Let's go report in at Dunrid Row. Give me a minute while I run over there.
Get the chance, I'm buying you a pint.
That means a lot, Adair.
Oh, do you want one too? Sorry, I meant for Isselmere. I'll get you one too.
Oh, Adair, come on. Uh-oh. Assassins?
brave thou
Where did these assassins come from? I didn't see this coming. I mean, we're strong enough that they're not a problem, but where did these assassins come from? And I'm a little worried. Let's see. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you've known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Great! So, someone wants me dead. Wait, there were two, I think. Oh, they're both the same. Okay, back into Dunrid Row and let's speak to the guy. But now that we know that we have assassins after us, I'm concerned. It's probably not connected to the whole missing persons thing, but still. So, Curran.
Welcome.
I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiance Bay since last we spoke. What did you find? They were all murdered. A woman named Lamdala killed them as part of her performances. Something big, I knew it. I'll send my men after her right away. It's too late for that. She confronted me before I could get to you when I killed her. Indeed. I can't say I'm terribly sorry. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case. And saved many lives, I'm sure. There's someone else. Lamdala had an associate named Kadal. Indeed. Then I shall see that he is brought to justice. Thank you. Glad I could help. As am I. After all you've done for us, you deserve some compensation. Pleasure doing business with you. Likewise. Farewell, and may you find success in your other ventures.
Greetings.
Alright. And I wonder, do I still have that scarf? Because if nothing else, I should probably tell the merchant, and anyone else I can find. Wow, lost almost nothing to bandits. That's nice. But let's see if I can talk to any of the people here. I don't know if the drunkard or the other woman are here. Oh, she is here. Good.
Good day to you.
I was hoping I'd see you soon. Found anything yet? I'm afraid I have bad news. Kendall is dead. I see. Pity, anger, and sadness flicker across her face, almost too quickly to distinguish. I knew that woman was trouble. Are you okay? She dabs at her eye and barks with a sharp laugh. Oh, of course. Like I said, he was nothing serious to me. It's just sad to think of someone so young. I appreciate you coming to tell me. I think I need some time to myself right now. We may as well report in on this to everyone who was involved. Next, we'll head down to Andra's gift. Alright, the guy was right over here. What did you find? Is Lendry living the high life with his respectable job and fancy woman? Lendry's actually dead. Well, if that don't just... I told that Claude to enjoy the simple life, but he got these high-minded ideas. Couldn't stop thinking about how things might be different. Look, thanks for telling me, I guess. I'm going to need a few more of these. Running away won't bring Landry back. It's time for a change. Nope, it's time for a drink. Goodbye, stranger. Well, I mean, I can respect him taking another drink to salute his lost drinking buddy, but hopefully he does change. Anyway, let's make our way up to the last location. Copper Lane. Oh!
We better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
That was Sagani saying, commenting on the fact he fought in the Deerwood. Okay, back to Copper Lane. Again, I hate what happens with the conversation. I like having conversations between companions, but the fact that you don't hear them when you're running around an area if you're not focused on it is just so irritating and annoying. I hate it. Alright, let's head back up here. Oh, the merchant here, but she's probably going to be the most upset about this. It was her sister, for God's sake. A lover and a drinking buddy. Sure, that's fine going by, but your sister...
Greetings.
I'm sorry, but I have some news about your sister. Cora's dead. She... Laura's eyes shimmer with tears. I don't know what to say. I tried to keep my hopes up, but I think a part of me already knew. It doesn't make this any easier, though. She brushes a tear from one cheek. I can't help but think that if someone had looked for her sooner, when I first asked for help, maybe she'd be here. We've caught those responsible and prevented this from happening to others. That's what matters now. Yes, you're right. I suppose I'll have to make arrangements. Thank you for finding her. Of course. As for the bit of loot that we happen to have, we'll sell them to you, buddy. I don't think we're going to get as much as other things we've sold. I mean, heading to the north gave us so much coin. And that'll do. I think. Is there anything here? Yeah, nothing we need. Yeah. Only about 1,000. We've got almost 90,000. Holy shit, I did not realize. Wow. Okay. That's very nice. We do have this Ring of Protection, which is pretty darn good. I don't really need Gon's Pledge. Go ahead, put on the Ring of Protection. I'll give the Gon's Pledge to, I don't know, someone else. You can have Gon's Pledge. There you go. Alright, and with that, I am going to have to end this episode here, because it's gone on long enough. That was a nice way to spend an episode. So, next episode, it's time for us to head to a new little village, I think. It's back to the main quest line, and we're going to head to Deerford Village. We're probably going to get a load more quests there, but we've also got the main quest to continue in there as well. This should be interesting. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. I'll send in as Phalai. That is Laniara, Adair, Kana, Dorrance, Aloth, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. And I shall see you all next time.